Note, it is possible to expedite the process, as thou may recall from our discussion of the principles of redundant signal potency. My calculations indicate that thou needest only set 7 of the 8 signal towers to B in order for that signal to now be the dominant one. Your revered leader, Karis.
This is just what I was looking for. Now I've got a real plan.
Alright, so there's 8 different signal towers, as you may have gathered from that note. And each of them are guarded by a gauntlet of sorts. And some of them are more difficult than others, some of them are easier than others. We're going to do our best to go to every single one of them and show off what all of them are all about. First off, though, I need this key because this will allow us to open each and every one of these safes here. Except for the one that was already unlocked. Alright. So this actually gives us a few different scrolls, a book, all that kind of stuff, and that one's empty. This scroll here is for scouting orbs. We won't be using this, but we'll check out the blueprints anyway. Obtain a bolt of spring wiring, a bantam node, and a canister of acidic mixture. Put the spring wiring and the acidic mixture through the fusing machine in Factory Bay E. That's the one with all those little tiny robots running around. Pain in my ass one. A flux spheroid will be manufactured. Put the flux spheroid and the bantam node through the bellowing machine in Factory C. So, we do not need that. Factory C is back at the beginning where we killed that first spider. Check this out. We've got mine blueprints. This I will definitely be using because we need mines to take out robots. Obtain an iron chassis, a metal plate, and a canister of quicklime mixture. Process the iron chassis and the quicklime mixture with the amalgamating machine in Factory Bay B. That's that one where I was telling you we have to climb up and down the ladder over and over again. Pain in my ass. A mine bulb will be manufactured. Merge the mine bulb and the metal plate with the sealing machine in Factory Bay D. That's the one where there was the elevator we couldn't bring down. We'll definitely use these mine blueprints. Regulating round. This is a blueprint that we need for the main objective. Blueprints for the regulating round. Obtain a gauge and a bantam node from storage room 3. We've got those. And integrate the gauge and the bantam node by using the linking machine in Factory Bay D. Once again, the one where the elevator wouldn't come down. And we have flare blueprints. Obtain a metal plate, a canister of quicklime mixture, and a canister of acidic mixture. Process the quicklime and the acidic mixture with the amalgamating machine in Factory Bay B. A canister of flare mixture will be manufactured. Transform the flare mixture with the rolling machine in Factory Bay A. And we won't be making any flares because who the hell needs a flare? That's just ridiculous. Now let's go ahead and read this nice little gearbook here. Comparative power ingestion rates of mobile security units. A concise study of watchers and sentries by Friend Gorick. Abstract. For the sentry, the act of focusing upon any foe or casting of projectiles, large or small, is known to cause said sentry to swiftly consumeth its fuel resources in abundance. Therefore, sentries in most instances have been placed in conjunction with watchers, whose workings doth require comparatively insignificant fuel resources, whilst demonstrating superior capabilities in the detection of trespassers. Whilst this pairing doth seem to create a seamless overlap of function and power ingestion, in truth, the inherent delay of the watcher hath been known to compromise the security value of the sentry. This study then seeketh to combine the advantages of both Watcher and Sentry. Indeed, to create a Sentry innovation which hath the faux discrimination abilities of a Watcher, yet consumeth fuel resources of comparatively small quantities. Summation of findings. Thus far, our efforts have focused on the management of Sentry power ingestion levels. We have created sentries that remain functional at all times, without the need for refuelment. However, they must then be fueleth continuously from a power resource external to themselves. Soulforge has proved to be an ideal research area for testing these sentries, since power resources there be aplenty. Unhappily, we have made little progress toward a model that functioneth extensively outside such convenient circumstances. So basically, in Soulforge, the robots run forever, and it blows. Alright, now we've got a bit of a dilemma, because we need to make a jump that's going to be somewhat painful. We need to jump from here onto that. And doing so can be kind of dangerous because it is a bit far away. But hopefully... made it. Hopefully it won't be that hard. The reason we need to do that is to come right over here. There's a nice little lever that opens that. Lovely. And now we'll just slink on down here. And we have found a secret. There are, I believe, 4 secrets in this level here. So this is to that thing that we were at earlier, where we could have climbed up, but I did not climb up. This lever will actually allow you to open the thing that you would have needed to climb to previously. So technically I could use this lever and never have to climb up there, which would be nice. But we're not going to do that. We're probably going to do the climbing because it's kind of fun. Anyways, the new scripture of the Master Builder, draft page 41. To assist his calculations, Karis drafted a map of the city, and now he saw the circles he had drawn and was pleased. Nowhere was there a place that would be uncleansed by the necrotic mutox, and its effects would extend beyond the city. The circles conjoined in the center, the very heart of the city, the same city that had spurned Karis and denounced the Builder. Karis knew from this sign that all was to be as he had seen. Karis spake, Master Builder, Karis will not fail you, as the Precursor did. Where an entire civilization denied thee and was felled by thy hand, Karis shall do thy will. Thank thee for directing Karis to their ashes, to discover their error and thy gifts they misused, that Karis now uses as thou intended. Karis hath built for thee thy children, the successors of the human race, and now by thy hand Karis shall wipe away the plague that we are, that thy children may last eternal in purity. But the Builder spoke to Karis then, saying, O Karis, thou art truly faithful, as thou sayest. I give thee now this command, that thou shalt remain thyself alive when all about thee turns to holy rust. When my paradise has come, thou shalt have a place beside me among my children. And Karis fell to his knees and cried out, Thank thee, Master Builder, thy will shall be done. Yeah, he's totally full of himself. He has no idea what's going on. It's ridiculous. Alright. let's get the hell out of here. And if I could, that would be fantastic. This ladder, not doing it for me. There we go. And we have a second frog beast egg from the same spot. So, once in a while, these places will regenerate items that were there before. So you can actually come back and pick up items once in a while, which is nice. It does not always happen and may cease to happen at some point, but it does sometimes happen. I would really like it if that spot with the water arrows regenerated, but there's nothing here. So now we have
Look
Garrus.
about you, Garrett. I built these machines you see, and in turn, they produced the Builder's children. Then the Prophet Mutox, the servants, everything. 'Tis my gift to the Builder, soul-forged cathedral and all it contains. 'Twill be the very center of the Builder's paradise. Surely this strikes wonder into your heart?
No, not really. Not at all. Anyway, so if we had unlocked what we could have unlocked before, we could go straight up here and go inside this area. And something large is coming this way. But the other thing you can do is take this elevator halfway up and jump off. So you can do the whole jumping puzzle, or you can go back the way that I came before. So you start over on this side and start the jumping puzzle from there. I prefer to do the puzzle, even though it's harder, just because it's a little bit more fun. And I hear something walking over this way. At least I thought I did. Okay, we're not going that way. And this way's a danger too. We'll take this guy down as soon as he is not watching.
I have noticed something.
I'm sure you have.
A malfunction. Unauthorized.
I'll go ahead and chop this guy down. Hopefully he won't be missed. And we'll just plop him over in this shadowy corner where you should hopefully remain forever. These pieces here, even though they're rather large and quite visible and can move around, act a little bit like blood stains, and they're not always quite so visible to people walking by for whatever reason. Okay, so we are actually in the signal tower area, and from this map we can only see 6 of the signal towers, but there are 8 around here. This is the places that we have actually gone through already, which is quite a few. These are the storage rooms here that we went to earlier, and then of course there's another storage room in Bay D. I think it's like right around here, somewhere there. But we have now gone up through here to these upper areas, which brings us into here and the gauntlet areas. I am going to leave this alone for now, and we are going to first work on creating some stuff so that we have some utilities in case we need it. Have to watch out though, because This guy is still walking about. I would also appreciate being able to head over here and get into this room. I don't know that I'm going to be able to successfully do that, though.
Great will be that day. All his children will rejoice and live in paradise. The builder will join us on that day. He will reap tears of joy when he sees the shining purity that Paris has made.
Alright, that was awfully close. Hopefully I wasn't really seen there too much. So we've got a very wide open area here with a couple of cameras. And should either of these cameras see me, I'm going to fill this room with bots, and I don't want that to happen. If you notice right over here, this metal panel on the wall, that actually conceals a number of bots that will come out if you get seen. Now I could go along over to this side and come around that corner, however, the fact that I have to go around that little machine over there makes it a little bit of a difficult place to go through. The other problem is sometimes these guys will do their little spin around in the middle of the room, and that can cause you issues. We'll see what we can do. Alright. Give it just a second here. And go. Go, 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 go. And we made it. That wasn't too bad. So now we've got this little spot to hide inside, which is completely useless, but let's read these books here. Instructions: place source material or materials into basin on left side of machine. Flip the lever to activate machine. Products will emerge at the basin on the right side of the machine. And let's see what we got here. Journals of Brother Celsus. Returning from Father Karras' sermon today, I found myself deeply troubled. He hath changed. I see now that I have observed this for some time without wanting to give it pause for thought. 'Tis chilling to listen to his sermon issuing from one of the children, that he cannot spare himself to venture from his chamber for even this purpose. The content of the sermon, too, was disquieting, suggesting as it did that none of us could ever be as loyal to the builder as the mechanism can. Though I still believe unwaveringly in the blessing of the machine, the disfavor towards all things of nature hath swollen beyond my ability to affirm. And it seemeth that to me that in his speech Karras did many times confuse himself with the builder, which be an indication I care not to think about. Many in the congregation did not seem to react to the sermon in the same way. They shouted and praised Karras as ever, but I suspect many of them no longer truly listen, that they void their minds and behave as puppets. But I did see more than one with a pensive or grave countenance, and mayhap I shall find the courage to approach those friends soon in the Eastport Seminary to discuss these matters, for have we not been ordered by Karras himself to spend this next week away from Soul Forge Cathedral? Too bad for you. The reason he's making you spend it away is because he's going to kill you all.